This is John Paul Wright coming from Tokyo, Japan. We got an interesting article on Daisy Ridley, and first I want to do a quick shout out to Stone Loki. Thank you for the support here and on Twitter. Alright, so apparently Daisy Ridley said something distasteful about John Boyega's past or ignorant. And you know, I hear from all these people, well, you could hate the character but don't hate on the actress. Well, if she keeps saying stupid things like this, then that could change, okay? If she says stupid things, yeah, I'm not going to hate on her. I don't like the word hate, but I'm going to criticize her, and I'm going to poke fun at her if she says stupid things like this. Anyway, let's get into it. Here we see Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker's Daisy Ridley faces backlash over privilege comments, hoping she could learn from her ignorance. So the, digital spy, the media source here is calling her ignorant, so I guess at least I can, right, without getting backlash like I'm hating on the actress, because what she said was, well, ignorant. Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker actress Daisy Ridley has attracted criticism following a recent interview with The Guardian. Daisy, who plays a scavenger-turned-Jedi apprentice Rey in the franchise, which is incorrect, she's not a Jedi, made comments in response to a question about privilege. When talking about her private education, Daisy replied by suggesting that she is no more privileged than her Star Wars co-star John Boyega, who has been met with heavy criticism on social media. Ridley was asked if her background, including private boarding school and relatives who were established in the industry, has helped her to navigate the world of celebrity easier than her peers. I would guess especially relatives who are established in the industry helps. The star replied, "The privilege I have? How? No, genuinely how?" Okay? When reporter Noshi Iqbal, however you say that, Iqbal, please don't get on my case for that last name, that's a tough one, explained she meant in terms of class and wealth and wasn't criticizing her. Ridley went on to suggest that her experiences weren't too dissimilar to those of her co-star John Boyega. I can't say John, it's my own name. Okay, John Boyega. Alright, so here's what's happened. Boyega, who plays Finn in the franchise, was raised in South London by British Nigerian immigrant parents and applied for hardship funds to join Theatre Peckham. So he applied for hardship funds. I don't know what that is. It's something in England. Maybe it's got to be something where the government or some kind of charity helps you pay for progression for a career or education or something like that. Well, no, because no, John grew up on a council estate in Peckham, and I think me and him are similar enough that no. The actress continued. So either she just didn't know, either it was innocent ignorance, or she was just trying to act like they were equal. Over on Twitter, people aren't impressed at all by her statements and took the opportunity to share their disappointment. So CEO of Keanu Reeves says, "Disappointed but not surprised by Daisy Ridley. These are the results you get when you create a context in which upper middle class get to succeed, and the privilege is especially apparent in the UK's performance industry." C says, "Disappointed in Daisy Ridley but hoping she could learn from her ignorance." Ham Yo-Yo says, "One of the most appalling things about this Daisy Ridley interview is that in her 4 years of headlining one of the biggest franchises on earth, this is so painfully evident the very first time anyone has truly invited her to critically confront and examine her own privilege." And Jade Vote Labor December 12th says, "Daisy Ridley refusing to accept that she's privileged because she had private education and her dad's an OBE is not it, chief. Just say yes and go." Samuel Morgan Graham says, "Seriously, fuck this interview. How do we live in a world where Daisy Ridley doesn't recognize her privilege and life experience is different from John Boyega?" So it goes on. I'm not going to read all these tweets, and apparently there's more tweets here, about 3 more. So anyway, lots of tweets here, not going to get into all of them, and it's no surprise on Twitter. Obviously there's going to be backlash on Twitter, so it's not really saying that much, but I'm sure there's got to be hundreds and thousands of these, and the thing is this. The timing here is pretty damn bad, because she's pretty much the lead in The Rise of Skywalker, which is coming out, I don't know, 12 days from now or something, and she goes and says this. I mean, we'll see how bad the backlash spreads, how big it gets, how many people know about it. You know, general public people don't read all these articles we read because we follow this entertainment stuff. But let's see if it possibly affects things. You know, it doesn't put in good air for them. I'm sure John Boyega is going to respond possibly at some point. That's what happens a lot of these times. An article gets around, then 10 other people write articles, then there's like 100 videos on it, and then the next day, or the next 3 days, the video comes out, article comes out, John Boyega responds. You know, so we'll see what happens. Likely he will, and likely he probably won't be too happy, because he's not so happy in the first place with the Disney Star Wars trilogy from hints we've gotten from him. He hasn't come out and said anything very direct yet, but he's made it clear he doesn't really like what happened with Finn, stuff like that. So I don't think he'll like what happened here with Daisy Ridley. And me, I guess it's just adding to the train wreck that's about to come. This is going to be like the train wreck of the decade. What a way to bring me into 2020, a year I've kind of looked forward to my whole life in a way of wonder and curiosity, what it would be like to be alive at that time, and I get, you know, a beloved franchise of mine in this epic train wreck. Thanks a lot, Lucasfilms, Kathleen Kennedy, J.J. Abrams, Rian Johnson, and all the fans who support it. I'm doing shout-outs, special thanks, things like that. If you haven't, click that subscribe button, press it, smash it, do whatever you gotta do, get subscribed. I'm fun, I make videos all the time, I talk about things. That sounded horrible, so I'm gonna end this video, and I hope that didn't just ruin the whole thing. It didn't, just kidding. See you next time.
If you are not subscribed to this channel, The Entertainment Hacker, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button now.